Mexico anthem. God damn.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Almost Good People. We are back.
We were just listening to bad people music.
Oh, that was our almost good moment. We had a 6-minute introduction. Intro. It's not really an intro. It's right before we started the episode. We already hit record. We try to get it going, and then we just talk. These 6 minutes will be cut out because they would end our career.
Yeah.
If they would be edited back in.
Not just our career, but like a lot of relationships that we have in. I know my mom, I am certain, would be very disappointed in me.
We watched some videos on the internet. Not weird ones. Well, weird, but not sexual.
Yeah, just some toxic men. Bro.
Look at us. We were here. We got the pens. We got the papers. It's very nice now. You can also see how prepared I am. This is me. And this is Bruno.
I also have really big. I write really big because then it's easier to read.
True.
Where Ludwig writes in Morse code, basically. This is how he looks. It looks like dots and lines every time Ludwig would have been a doctor. So
100%. According to my handwriting,
yeah,
this is paracetamol.
yeah. It's just, this. I don't know what it says, but it gives me an honorism just to see it. It was like, oh my god.
Paracetamol.
Actually, that's a little too good for a doctor.
You do like just one.
Yeah, I hate my.
That's paracetamol.
Yeah, yeah.
There's
Visual joke for the people.
there's a meme of that with the paracetamol thing. This is not original. I don't want to claim.
The worst part, no, it's real life. It doesn't. I've seen that. I've gotten those.
Yeah, I know, but there's a meme with that how they write paracetamol.
But yeah, okay. How we doing, people? We're back. It's autumn. Autumn's in full effect.
Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time to clean your house because winter's coming, and especially it's time to clean the coffee machine because this coffee is garbage.
It's garbage.
Have you drank yours?
Yeah, dude, I needed that caffeine.
That is not good coffee.
That's the thing. I'm a fiend for caffeine. You need to understand. I'm one of those people that it's like I get it how I can. Like coffee, yes. Again, matcha latte, yes. Chai latte, whatever. Black tea, mate, like it's one of those things that like you think a heroin addict is like, oh no needle. I only do like I don't know actually what's the other way of doing heroin? Foil.
Smoking.
Yeah, I only do foil, no needle. No, bro.
You know what? That's how we like to do it in Berlin. Out here, we like not really. It depends on where you are in Berlin. Because around the Neukölln area, we like to smoke it. We, meaning we, the public.
The worst part is you're right, dude.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen a person come in, like, say goodbye to his friends that he was hanging out with, take a hit of the tinfoil, close his mouth, walk into the train, and as the doors are closing, he exhaled the heroin into the crowd. That's the first kind of guy. And then if you go towards, like, more up towards the younger district, the Schlesisches Tor, Schlesisches Tor, the actual station, they are sitting in the stairways up to the train, just both sides, people shooting up. 6-7 people in a circle, and then the cops are outside the building. And I feel like it's an agreement. Like, we just don't come inside, and you do it in the public transport area. And we just don't bother you. Because, like, it's insane. Kids walking past these people, just shooting up.
I mean, 2 or 3 things. First, I would say it is kind of like, as long as you don't do anything violent, I think it... And because that's something I realized. Like, in Peru, that's not how it works. In Peru, they're way more tough on drugs. And it's never out in public and things like that. And there is a certain balance of that that's actually great. Because, like, in Peru, if you see a drug addict, you're in danger. And you really get nervous. Like, you're like, okay, this guy might mug me. He probably has a knife or something like that. And stuff like that. Here, and I was really surprised. Because, yeah, I was in Schleswig, I think, like, the place with the needle gang.
Yeah.
Wednesday,
just you gotta talk into the mic.
Yeah, I was there on Wednesday, I think. And, dude... I was just chilling, and I realized how little I care anymore. I was with my headphones. I was singing out loud. I was just I was singing romantic music in front of heroin addicts.
Yeah, Bruno was like, I'm in love and things are not going well for you.
Yeah, I was like rubbing my happiness all over them.
Yeah.
And they were like, we had a mutual understanding, and nobody like fucks with each other. Nobody messes with each other. And I think that's like to a certain degree, it's better. And again, it can get out of control. But like, I don't know. It like, again, if you start arresting them too much or like harassing them, they do get a little more violent. So I was like, this honestly is better than the Peru version.
Sure, I mean it's if the mutual understanding, but still, man. I mean,
still.
in front of kids, that go to the train, like I don't think you need to be shooting because the other thing is, it gets a bit normalized. Like it's not that you're like, oh, I want to join, but it's like, oh, that's heroin.
I think it's a kind of like a you know this scared straight thing that they would take kids. This is the same. It's like heroin. I mean, it never sounded cool to me. Sometimes.
Honestly, I only heard good stuff.
Yeah,
it's when you stop. When it's, I don't know if that's a joke of someone. It sounds like someone has it.
I heard about I think maybe, but I heard when I was listening to Jimi Hendrix and all that, like Kurt Cobain. Like I had my rock and roll era of like just going into all the people that were great before I was alive, like all the 27 Club, I think. Yeah. Then it sounded a little cool. But that's the thing. You see some heroin addicts, and now you're like, oh, yeah, I'm never touching that. You know? Like, if you see a dude doing heroin in the street and they look horrendous, you're not going to be like, yay, heroin. Like, even kids know when someone looks bad. And those guys, they don't look like they're having a blast. Actually, sometimes.
As Slade's just story, I was like, they look like they're having a real good time.
Yeah. If honestly, if you just put a little thing of hummus and some chips, it looks like most people in the park.
It's a picnic.
Yeah.
But
they don't have the hummus, and that makes all the difference.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I was also thinking like the puff on the public transport, that changes everything. Like letting go of the smoke.
That was an asshole move.
That guy just ruined someone's life. Some person was never addicted to heroin, and they breathed in a little bit, and now they're part of
the gang.
Now they're part of the.
Dude, I was standing next to him. Like I was in the door. Like he came in through my door, and I was leaning there, and I was just holding my breath for
that explains so much about you the past few weeks.
Just the downward spiral ever since the heroin puff.
Louis is going through withdrawals.
Man, that guy, what an.
You think if you do a drug, or like somebody gives you a drug and you never know which one it is, you can get addicted? Like if somebody surprise heroines you, and you're like, oh my God, that was amazing, but I don't know what it is, so I can't do it again.
I think at that point, if it was that good, you're like, I'm going to just take a leap.
I'm just going to try everything.
Yeah, I'm going to take a leap and take...
Oh my God. Yeah.
No, I'm just no big drug fan.
I have actually I had a topic about that. I was reading the book Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever read it or watch the movie?
I watched the movie, yeah.
Okay, so if you don't know, it's basically Hunter S. Thompson, this journalist, just goes to Vegas to cover like a race and just gets blasted on all the drugs possible. Just a cartoonish amount of drugs. They had like 2 things like this of acid, like a bunch of mescaline, and like a bunch of drugs that I don't even know.
Yeah.
And the guy just doesn't sleep for like 3 days, and like they have these like weird drug addict adventures where they're like almost getting arrested everywhere or almost getting into fights anywhere.
Yeah,
just like seeing weird stuff, and like a woman appears in a hotel room for weird reasons.
Man, that scene is so trippy. Have you seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen the movie.
Whoa,
I really want to
man.
see the movie, but I was just like, it gave me so many thoughts. First of all, I loved reading that book because it was so, like, I was living through them a little bit. Like that whole, like, those people don't have the next 15 minutes of their life planned. And that's just so...
Yeah, it's wild.
So releasing. And so these guys have the same amount of likelihood of, like, having dinner in 15 minutes than they are of being on a plane to Africa.
That's funny. Yeah, that's an interesting percentage of possibilities.
And it made me like, it made me a little bit like, because again, you need to imagine these are guys that like the whole book, they're at minimum taking 3 different drugs all at once. They're like Jack Daniels plus acid or like mescaline plus weed plus coke, and like just again cartoonish amounts of drugs, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I've never had a bender like that. Like not a 3, and again, I don't want to have like a 4-day almost die 15 times bender, but like one like way too much of one drug and just going a little bit insane and like really being an animal, because these guys were like,
You want that?
they were, I don't know,
I understand what you mean. You like the freedom. You like the novelty of it.
and I was like curious because they are like that's not a member of society. Those people are not a part of society, and we're like weird. We're comedians. We're weird. We're not even 1% as weird. As
We're more normal society than a lot of other people.
yeah, no, these people are animals, and I was like, because again, I think, I don't know, going to the woods with your friends, doing acid, and then like reflecting on life, cool, done that, love it, we'll do it again. But like being a beast in the depths, like these guys were cranked out on everything in the middle of a police convention, you know, like they were literally police surrounding them, and I don't know, man. I was just like, oh, a little part of me is like, why? I don't know. I'm too responsible for it. Maybe I need worst friends, but like I really want to just
But we're talking about the 27 Club. That's how you end up there.
yeah. But those people are like, first of all, Hunter S. Thompson died when he was like 60. He committed suicide.
Well,
Sorry. Apparently, this is terrible for the algorithm. He unalived himself. Hunter S. Thompson unalived himself.
we're gonna bleep.
Yeah, I marked it already.
We're gonna. There's gonna be a big beep.
Yeah, he unalived himself when he was in his 60s, and he was one of the most prolific writers. Now, I'll tell you what I like about this or what I maybe I'm romanticizing a little bit, because I know that hangover must be horrendous and like it's just bad for your body, but like we observe society, right?
Mm-hmm.
We observe things because our jokes have to be funny to us, but people also have to get them. They have to resonate with that, and I think that's like such a different level of like observing society, because you're completely out of it. You're completely, any preconceived notions you have melted in the vat of acid. the chemical mixtures that you're putting your brain through, you're just like completely out of it.
Yeah.
And that allows, and again, the book, it's crazy because again, it's like a lot of, it's narrated through the guy that's like super high and stuff. And a lot of it's just ramblings and weird things. But whenever he makes an observation about any other character, it's so true. It's so spot on in the weirdest of ways, but it's completely spot on. Like the way he was describing the cops, or the way he described the people that live in Las Vegas, and like all these kinds of things. Or like how he described the biker guys that
There's some motorcycle gangs.
the motorcycle gangs. And
It's interesting, but there's a high price you pay for that level, because you don't see it, because you're like, yeah, that's just a cop. It's just the job, but it's the zooming out far enough.
yeah.
And the problem is, if you zoom out that far, you're alone.
Yeah. And
No one zooms out that far. Not a lot of people.
Sometimes, yeah.
And that's the price you pay for those kind of
Want to
like.
do drugs, Ludwig.
I see how you're rationalizing this to yourself.
But you know, we also are like some of the most sober comedians out there, right? And I don't even mean
For now.
Yeah.
No.
I don't even mean in Berlin. Like a lot of the people like you admire do mushrooms on the regular.
Yeah, I mean it's good.
No, I mean, and again, I don't think I would do it that like regularly and stuff, but I am like,
We also still have a job.
yeah.
I think that's a big difference. If you
boss man, this is all hypotheticals. Okay.
this is the
El jefe, this is I joke.
No drugs.
No drugs, senor. No. Good professional Bruno.
Good employee.
Good employee.
Like to work a lot, senor. Like to go to work a lot.
I would do cocaine so I could be more productive for you, sir.
Yeah. I don't know. It's I think that's the main reason, because there's a clear penalty instantly for going on a bender like that. You go to work the next day,
Yeah.
hungover as hell. Wow,
Yeah.
that's hell.
Yeah.
And it's not like you can just bail. So see, because the punishment is so inevitable, it kind of just stops you.
I don't know. I'm gonna. I think I had it as a New Year's resolution ish. Not really, but I was like, this year I'm gonna make more time for taking drugs.
Really?
I was like, because I mean, it is similar. Like, dude, what's the difference between like clearing a day to drink with your boys and have a barbecue and then go to a club, than taking mushrooms, walking around Berlin, being like, oh my God, this is all weird, and then ending the night at your house, like having some munchies and stuff. Same thing in the end. It's just
Are mushrooms legal?
nah.
There we go. The
Yeah.
legal consequences might be an issue.
There's a like a legal LSD shop,
Yeah.
like
Like,
2
don't-
blocks away from me,
Yeah.
like right here. Actually, not right here. Don't, for our stalkers.
Oh yeah.
Completely
Far away.
Far away. And they basically attached one more like a molecule or something to LSD. So it breaks down the same as LSD in your body, but it's when you ban chemicals.
Yeah, you gotta ban that structure, and if you
Yeah.
add a new, it takes them 6 weeks or 6 months to figure-
More. This shop's been. It's so nice.
Yeah, because they just add it.
Yeah. So that you can buy LSD legal. That's the name of the shop. You just go to LSD, pay by card, dude. You can pay by card, and just everything's fine. And if anyone catches you taking it, all legal.
Gee.
So it's
I
technically
think for me the only thing that I'm struggling with is that it's not kind of like the production line with a lot of the illegal stuff. It's just you don't know.
yeah.
And that's where, like, if I would know that this is, you know what I need? If I was ever going to take drugs, I need a certificate. That's what I need. I need this uncertainty, the fugazi of somebody in a forest making the drugs in a bin and then lighting it on fire and then selling it. That's what I don't like. I don't want the bin drugs. I want a this is halal certificate on my drugs.
Dude, oh my God, we need to contact Eunice. The moment we start selling halal drugs, it's over. It's over.
$1 billion
That's
industry.
billion-dollar industry.
Billion.
Fucking Mohammed approved.
No. This
You can
is
say the name. You just can't show
Bruno
the picture.
Mazzini. If you're trying to do a
No, but what I'm trying to
hit, man, hit this guy.
this is the target.
This is the scope. Bruno Mazzini getting hit.
I'm trying to say that like we could make some drugs that follow all the rules that like your religion would approve, and that would actually be very respectful. Also, they say a lot of have you heard the theory that Moses was high when he did the commandments?
Yeah, the burning bush.
The burning bush.
Yeah.
The burning bush had mescaline or something like that.
Yeah.
That's lit.
That's crazy.
You want to be like Moses? Take what's halal for Christians? I'm Christian. How would I? We don't even have a word for
There's
this.
nothing because everything is forgiven. You're like, well, don't worry about it.
You want to be Moses?
You want to be Moses? Just do whatever
Let's
you
do
want.
biblical.
Yeah, whatever you want, and then you're like, my bad, dog.
Dude, biblical benders.
Yeah, I was on the way. Yeah, biblical banners. I was on the way to spiritual enlightenment.
Oh, dude.
Spiritual enlightenment in Las Vegas.
Moses mushrooms, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That would be.
We're retiring from comedy, guys. We're drug billionaires.
We're
now.
gonna be back. The next episode will be sponsored by us, and will happen in like 6 to 8 months.
In this is gonna be filmed in a yacht,
Yeah.
in a Lamborghini yacht.
It's gonna take a big hit on our funniness.
It's fine. We were only funny for the money anyway.
Where's the money then?
Yeah.
Oh my god! About the Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. I know. Do you know the cover of the movie
Yeah.
with the distorted sunglasses?
Yeah.
That's one of my oldest childhood memories. Is the cover of that movie? Because when I used to,
Are you okay?
no, when I went to Blockbuster back in the day, I don't know what it was called in our town, but you could like lend all these DVDs, and for some reason that was the cover that was so trippy. As a child, I always
so
remember.
cool, man.
I just always stared at it because it, like, you want to look at it, because with other movies you just look at it and you get it, but with this one I was just staring at it for so long, just trying to just look, just
Yeah, no, I
me
know.
looking at this. And then there's nothing really else around this.
I haven't watched the movie yet, but I heard so many great things.
Great.
It's Johnny Depp, and it's Benicio del Toro or Guillermo del Toro, one of the del Toro guys.
I know.
Like, it's crazy that this movie was like 40 years ago or 30 something years ago, and it was already like two generationally good actors.
Yeah.
In that, like, they're at their beginning of their careers, and you already knew they were gonna be stars.
Yeah.
But again, because Johnny Depp really got into the role and really practiced a lot of those Fear and Loathing, and that's how you end up with a girlfriend that poops in your bed.
That's
You
true.
take one too many benders, and all of a sudden you kind of can understand why she would poop.
Next thing you know, you're on trial.
Yeah.
See,
Imagine.
that's how it ends. See, that's really how the story usually ends. Is
Okay. Would you?
yes.
Yeah. I knew it.
I don't even know the question, but I assume. Okay, hit me with the question.
No, I was gonna be like, would you like live through some like go through some Johnny Depp shit, like being on Pirates of the Caribbean and all these wild things that he did, if it means you have to have a toxic girlfriend that poops in your bed?
Well, right now I have the toxic girlfriend without without any of the benefits. Might as well be in movies.
Shout out. Bleep. No. Okay.
It's not a girlfriend. It's just toxic.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I no good.
No good. Ludwig and his little corazón.
Oh, mi corazonito. It's no good.
Man, Ludwig, you're okay, dude. You're okay. Your next girlfriend is not gonna be insane.
Do it.
It's not gonna be.
Shoot it.
There's nothing left to shoot, dude. She
It's
destroyed it
empty.
already.
Oh, it's no good, bro.
She destroyed it already.
Ay, ay, ay.
Mi corazonito.
Would you like to have the movie? Yeah. I'd like to have some more perks to this.
Yeah, bro. This is, and that's the thing. Sometimes it's like we're all insane. You just gotta commit to the insanity, dude.
And dude, you know how funny you are with that stuff?
You know, a lot of the most talented artists in the world are not even that talented. They're just committed to being crazy. Like that wild voice you have in your head that everyone has.
Yeah.
They just follow it all the time. And that's the only, people are like, oh my God, he's such a genius.
He's such an who would think of that?
You.
Literally.
The accountant that's doing your taxes is thinking that. Every time he sees your face, he's thinking that. And he just doesn't say it, you know?
He doesn't say it.
Oh, man.
That's a crazy thing. Like that voice, it's in a strange way, it's like sometimes you have these like, who has this bit? Bill Burr has it, and I think who's the like tall
Jimmy Carr?
No, Jimmy Carr.
Jim Norton?
No. Maybe another name.
What does he
Really old stand up. Is now almost like a spiritual guy.
Duncan Trussell?
No.
Spiritual guy. Does he still?
He played in The Mask?
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, yes.
Yeah, that's Jim Carrey is just listening to all the voices all the time.
And Jim Carrey also has a bit of like, the voice is like, you're shaving your face, and it's like, you could also do this. And you're like, and then there's this other voice that's like, don't do that. And then Bill Burr has the one of like, you're driving down a freeway, and you see a family on the side, and then for some reason your brain's like, you could just do this. It's like, this is, hey Bill, how you doing? Meeting your friends at the cookout, and this is cover of Newsweek. One of the most horrific scenes.
Yeah, that's so true. Oh my God.
No, I wouldn't.
My voice always, whenever it says something crazy, it just goes. You know, it lets you know that it's insane. It's like you're like, bro, Bro, I know we're vibing right now, but I need you to calm down.
You need to we're vibing.
And I'm like,
I know. Now I know. Now I know when you do certain act outs, I'm like, oh, that's the voice.
yeah, that's the voice. Oh, sometimes the voice takes over. And sometimes I'm like,
That voice.
It's like Bruno, not in public, and I'm like,
Yeah, you're right. See, this is the craziness. This is.
Oh, but it's good. It's good for your soul. You gotta let it out.
That was one of my points. I was at home Monday and Friday, in Bavaria with the family. This was like an emergency holiday for me to just get out of the city and relax.
Fear and loathing in Bayreuth.
Yeah. And I was there and just trying to relax a little bit. But because it was so on such short notice, no one was there. No, my sister not, my mother not. So it was just me alone. And then I realized what cured me. I was there. I was alone in a house, and I was just weird for 2 days straight. I was just. You know, you walk in the kitchen, you're hungry, and then you're like, now I want some water. And then you just run through the hallway, and you're insane. And I was freed. I was like, this was the issue. I wasn't home for almost this entire year. And I was just a functioning member of society. And I could feel how just the real core of you just wants to come out. And the longer you don't let it come out, the more you force it and compress it, and the stronger it gets.
Yeah.
And then you just get. I was so sad these last couple of weeks. Not sad, but just exhausted. And then you let this out, and you're like, oh, that's what all I needed was a weirdness.
You just needed to walk sideways.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's when you like just do weird things.
You start walking without bending your knees.
Yeah.
You just
yeah. You're like wop 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 wop. And you're like, why is this? But you don't even ask yourself that. You
just do it. It's like therapy.
Man, I love blasting music.
Yeah.
And dancing to things wrong. Dancing to things, but not even in like a weird, silly way. It's just like I play country music and I'm like, just swerve. I'm like busting out like.
Hit him with that. Whoa.
I do the Superman.
Yeah.
Oh man, life is good.
You need it, man. You need to let this out, because otherwise you're getting like you're becoming psychotic.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to be such a functioning member and deny this part of you, and especially because we're all living with roommates. So it's not even like the chance of you closing your door and like being alone for sure.
Yeah, they can still hear the weirdness. And also, I think. I mean, I'm lucky. My flatmate's a comedian, so I can still get a little weird. But yeah, it's different. There's actually no. I would say Richie is helping me get weirder. It's helping.
You've been getting a little weird this last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's good.
Too much though.
Because Richie does a lot of jiu-jitsu, and I used to, and I still love it. So like, as soon as I have time, I'm gonna get back to it. But then sometimes, basically now it's like a morning ritual. Every time I see him in the morning, I just climb on his back and start choking him out, or just like try to like lift him by his leg or whatever.
Yeah.
Like not in an aggressive way. Just
a lot of homoerotic action going on in that flat.
It's called,
every time I see him, I mount him and then I make him unconscious. Try to wrestle him by the legs. Be close to him.
Yeah, that sounds very pleasant. Actually, that sounds like a great morning routine to me.
All right, get your protein in.
He does.
That's what I'm saying.
He do that. Oh my god, no, it's fun. It's fun. I hit him with the, I hit him in the balls, and I hit like not actually, but I almost hit him in the balls, and then I make up like a really fancy name for that. I'm like, this is a reverse suplex, whatever. I'm gonna show you a new move.
Yeah, it's a lot of. This is the reverse.
Yeah. This is.
This is the new choke. How do you like? Oh God. Yeah, this is my mouth choke. How do you like that, Richie? Yeah, you love it.
Cover his nose. Go for the kiss. You can't breathe. That.
This is an air choke. Yeah. And he's like, this is not what an air choke is. And you're like, it's a new one.
I'm choking you with my tongue.
Oh no. This is becoming more and more strange.
Clip it.
No, more.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's beautiful. About the weirdness, that's what I discovered. Because I had 2 days and I was alone in my hometown. And since no one was there, I was just out there. I was like, I'm not going to cook. I'm just going to be out in the city. And I did all the things that I used to do as a child. But now I had like some money, like a job. You don't have to ask anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I did all the things that as a child I always want to do. You go to the bakery and you're like, I'll have that. And usually you had to choose. And I was like, I'll have that, and then another one. And you know what? I walked home and I ate it before I ate the salty stuff. Bada bing. I ate that. Then I walked back for lunch. I had like some sausages and just reckless, just spending. I'm like, also, you realize that most of the stuff you wanted as a child, even after inflation and COVID, is still for free.
Yeah.
It's so cheap. It's crazy. And I went into DM and I was like, you know what? Let me treat myself. What do they got here? This is where everyone goes to treat themselves because we don't have the money to go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like a cheap holiday.
DM is like what's the fancy one? The fancy moisturizer thing, the French one. It's not La Roche Posay. There's another one. There's these like there's these places where you can buy like moisturizer for your hands for 80 euros or something like that.
No.
DM €2.
Yeah, it's great. I went there and I bought like some eye patches for under the eye.
Oh my god!
Because I had like really crazy like, what is it called? Like eye bad like
dark circles.
Dark circles because I didn't sleep for a long time, or like properly. And
you got raccoon face.
Yeah. And I was like, you know what? That's what I saw on TikTok and Instagram. Let me just try it out, and it actually helped. Also, I felt very fancy doing it. I think I'll edit in a picture of me. I'm not going to edit in a picture. You guys got to imagine.
Oh yeah, mark it.
What do we got?
Now that we're professionals,
we can actually put 38.
Yeah, boom. Look at us. We're growing. You're seeing it. You're supporting us. By the way, shout out. Do you remember?
Also, how did you? No way.
No, I wrote I.
Oh, okay.
We both wrote 38, and he just put eyes on the zeros.
Oh, okay, that's.
I forget her name. If you remember, tell me. But this week, somebody came to, because we do every 2 weeks we do like a stand-up split bill. So we both do 40 minutes, and then we do some jokes together. And somebody came from the podcast. You remember?
Oh, really?
The big group at the back, she said, yeah, she's been listening to the podcast and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember her name?
No.
That's rude. Shout out you.
No, she came to one of the shows, and then she followed me on Instagram.
Listen to the pod?
No, and there was like, I wanted to watch your solo, but I never managed, so I booked this show. And then when we asked, like, has anyone listened to the pod, she also listened to it, but she didn't listen and came.
Yeah, but still.
Potato.
You came, you're part of the gang. Now, shout out you. I was gonna say with those like self-care things, it's such a dude instinct to be like, fuck that. Like this is no, man. I was seeing this girl a while ago, and we took a bath together, like a bubble bath, and I was like, why do I have a penis? Dude, I wish I could do this every week, bro. I was so relaxed. The bath salts, the bubbles, oh my god, like the aromas, dude. It's just like warm water. I mean, there was a naked woman in the bath with me, and that definitely made it.
That certainly makes a lot of difference.
Yeah, that's kind of better than a bath alone for sure.
A little bit.
But to be fair, I didn't get to pick the music, so maybe if I had picked the music.
Yeah.
No woman would be fine. But man, it was just so relaxing.
It is nice. And the other thing is, most of the flats that we live in do have a bathtub.
Yeah.
But it's just, we never use it.
No,
because we usually live with some lads, and you're like, I don't want to lay in there.
Yeah.
I know what's in there. Yeah. I don't want to lay in there.
You gotta wash it before. Now, Palma,
Wait, let me just finish the iPad story.
Hit it.
I bought them, and then I bought them again for like here. You put them in the fridge, and I think 2 days ago, my roommate walked in, and I was in the kitchen making breakfast, and I had them on, and he just walked in and closed the door again, and then came back in and was like, how you doing? And I was like, what was that? He's like, I needed a second.
And your roommate?
Yeah, he's a good man.
Yeah. No, I was. Yeah, if you had a straight roommate, that would have been very different.
Yeah, I would have been bullied. But honestly, no.
That's the thing. That was a micro bullying session.
Micro-bullying, but you still get a lot of judgment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But it's silent judgment.
Yeah.
Palma,
Palma, she's a comedian friend. She gave me like as a present one time. She gave me a bath bomb, basically, like one of those that you put in the bath. And now I'm looking at it all the time, and I'm like, I really wanna date someone so I can use this. I'm like, if I'm not using this until I have a girlfriend. Like I need to get. I might just fall in love just so I can use it and then break up with the person right after. But I'm like, I see it. I'm like, this looks so pleasant. The aroma is just like lavender and stuff. And I'm like, please.
These things cost like €1. So
yeah, I know, but it's more like, it's not that it's like a special thing. It's like I just can't do it on my own.
I just want a girlfriend.
I'm just lonely. No, I'm more like I don't want to do this on my own. So I
really need to find love because of this €1 bath bomb. That's really what's putting on a lot of pressure on me.
It's just that like I can't personally. I've struggled to be like, okay, I'm gonna block out these 4 hours for self-care and like just chilling. And the amount of times I've had the time to take a bath, but I end up just like scrolling Instagram or watching some stupid shit that I don't really care about. Where I could have had that, whereas if I have a girlfriend, she's like, Bruno, let's do something relaxing today. And I'm like, you know what you would love? A bathtub. You know what you
would love? My bath bomb.
yeah. You know what you would like, and I totally wouldn't, but I'll do it for you because I'm a really good boyfriend. Lavender scented bath.
Yeah, I did that once. A bath, and then like some ice cold wine.
Oh,
did you? And like a candle in the back. I did that, and dude, if you do that and you drink the wine, man, you are shit faced.
Oh,
because that like your blood's running thin because of all the. My God, how many
my
gongs?
Bell is heckling us right now.
Is this gonna be more than one?
No, it's done. It's just 2.
Bruno has Buddhist gongs, so he's mindful.
Okay, mindful of that story. So let me hit me with you were getting drunk in
the bathtub. That was it. That was the end of the story. Right?
Bro, did you have some candles around too?
Yeah.
Bro, I can't wait to be gay, dude. I don't know when it's gonna happen. I don't know how many vaccines I
usually do that when I'm in Switzerland and there's.
Oh yeah, that's not being gay. That's just being refined.
Yeah,
when the Swiss do it, it's fine.
If you do it in Switzerland in a chalet,
I can't wait for COVID too because I'm gonna take like 20 vaccines until they change my sexuality, and then I can finally enjoy myself. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be amazing.
It's not, but like in Switzerland, we don't have a lot of internet in the flat, so. You get like a certain amount, and since it's usually the whole family there, it takes us like 4 minutes, and then it's done again. So you sometimes have like a couple of hours without it, and then you just.
So this is in the flat. You said you like the remote one. That
yeah.
Because this is not a Switzerland-wide thing. This is
no. This is just like a rural village kind of problem.
Okay, yeah. So it runs out, and then you have to do stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, man, the wine. Oh my God, wine bath. Let's go.
I'm gonna have some cold wine tonight, actually.
Let's get it.
You know what?
Add it to the list. Put it. Minute 44.
What?
Just mark it. Cold wine.
I'm getting a to-do list for tonight.
Yeah, I'm getting really inspired with the paper. We're overusing it right now. Wine. Wine. Oh my God, it's so relaxing, bro.
What are other things?
Self-care things.
Like I think. It's hard to beat the relaxation you have after a hot bath and 2 glasses of wine.
Yeah, that's...
you sprinkle in a paracetamol. Dude, you're gonna be limp.
Sprinkle in a paracetamol.
You're healed, man. It will be impossible for you to feel anger.
Yeah.
What's another activity?
A little bit of weed. Just a little bit of weed. I know that's not your thing, but a little bit of weed and like, I don't know, walk in the park.
But what is weed legal? It's legal. No, is it decriminalized or legal?
Now it's legal.
Now it's legal.
Yeah.
But can you buy it?
I think the shops are finally starting to open up. They took a while, but I think they're starting to open up now. because they have these like cannabis clubs, and they recently got the permission to
Sell it.
sell it. Yeah,
Because it's like, how is the verification process?
no clue. But I bet that they're gonna start having it and testing it better and stuff like that, so you can finally consume it.
I would actually try it if it's a bit more regulated. Because I had so many guys that get
The weed episode incoming, coming to your Spotify soon. Oh, we're not gonna record high. Don't worry, that would be horrendous. I'm just saying we're gonna record after we get you high. No. If the weed episode was both of us baked, trust me, it would be the worst. It's so bad. Anyone that thinks you're funnier on weed, no, you laugh at more things on weed. Like I've only done it 2 or 3 times, but I've gone on stage after I smoked. Bro, that's a bomb fest. That's like, you know, when your dad is making terrible jokes and nobody laughs at, that's 20 times funnier than me on weed.
Yeah. That's the same with alcohol. The problem is, I mean, it depends on when you drink and how you drink and the setting and the mood you're in. I mean, it's great for like a rowdy late show. It's good to have a drink to be in like kind of with the crowd. But if you drink before a set, you think you're funny.
Yeah.
And you're like the last person that has to think that you're funny.
Yeah. I think what is a good thing with alcohol is to have your first drink on stage. And we did it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Like there was this Egyptian kid that it was his first drink ever.
Oh yeah.
And I go on stage with a glass of water and I was like, this feels like a grave disrespect. Like I feel like I need to honor this man.
Yeah.
And so Ludwig kindly got me a Cuba Libre while I was on stage. And I just had 1 sip. Again, I was drinking water before. I had 1 sip of the Cuba Libre.
It changes the entire...
I felt the party in me. I just was like, bro. I was like, let's go, bro. But again, if I had done, and I think we've done it a couple of times too, that we were drinking a little too much before we got on stage.
Yeah.
Like the Campari Spritz.
Yeah,
that was too much.
That was in Dresden, and that was also strong. Like, we know the bartender, so he was like, "I'll give you guys a special sauce."
Yeah.
Wow. I was
Yeah. That was too much.
I was good on stage.
Yeah. It again, if you start drinking while you're on stage, you go through half of the glass.
Yeah, max. So.
And then, you know, but if you finish an entire glass before, because again, you're more aware and more sensitive. So you like a drop of alcohol, it's like you feel it 10 times more when you're on stage. So yeah, that's too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to do the weed episode.
What was the other stuff with alcohol? Yeah, it changes the set. It changes the dynamic.
Yeah.
Because without it, you're on edge. You're like dialed in.
Yeah,
I recently had a late show, German late show, and one guy walked out, and I was kind of like talking to him, roasting him a little bit, and then he came back with 3 shots, and I was like, "Oh Lord!" And then he was like, "This one is for you," and I was like, "All right, what is it?" He's like, "Just another." All right, come on. I had the shot on stage, and I was also. It was interesting because it changes the dynamic of your entire set. Before that, you're like, I want these jokes in this order to go, like, try these things. You have the shot in your mind's like, whatever, dude. Yeah.
You're one of the bros.
Yeah. And let's have some fun, dude.
The crowd sees you totally differently, too, because when you're not drinking, this is not just a drink thing. You can do it without the alcohol, but sometimes the crowd sees you as a performer, and you can still be funny. Like, you can kill and be amazing with that. But the moment the crowd starts seeing you just as like one of them, one of the people in the room, it unlocks a whole different level. And I think like them seeing you drink when they're all already drinking, they're like, oh, he's just like another dude. And then you can just like
whatever.
Yeah, it's killer.
It's almost like all of your material suddenly becomes crowd work.
Yeah,
because it's the imagined barrier is broken. You're no more on stage. He's like, oh, he's just in the room and he has the mic.
Yeah.
So I think that could be an interesting way of performing. Just assuming, like, thinking of it that way. Yeah. Go up and you're like,
I'm in the room with a microphone. I'm not a comedian.
Yeah. Just breaking that fourth wall intentionally.
Okay. Any more relaxation things? Because I got a couple more things. Not too many actually, because I feel like we killed it with the.
Yeah.
We cooked before, but I have.
We can also finish on the relaxation stuff. Or do you have something hot?
Just remember we did like 7 minutes of waiting,
Okay.
so it's technically a short one.
Just let's finish the relaxation
Yeah.
stuff.
So you did the eye patches.
Golf is nice for me like that. You know why? Because you're walking, you're not on the phone, and then you do a little something. Because just going for a walk is a little bit boring. But now imagine, when as a child you just used to get a stick and you hit stuff. Now you do the same thing, but it's a little bit of a challenge. Like sauna
as
as well.
And we were talking about doing the deprivation asleep.
That Bruno said it.
Sensory-
Bruno was speaking, and I was just
deprivation tank. So Ludwig instantly was like, the water is probably dirty. There's cum in there. And I was like, Ludwig, chill the hell out.
100%. Bruno is going in before.
But basically, it's these tanks that it's like no light. They got like salt water, so it's easier for you to float. And I don't know what else they have. But basically, no, unless you put on headphones, there's also no noise or whatever. And so it's like no senses. It's just you and your brain. And I really want to try that. But then we just Googled it for a little bit. And like the cheapest one was like the 80, 90 euros an hour. And I was like, nah.
Rough.
Yeah, but I think that would also be cool. Like anything, like you said, that you're fully focused on, that you can't have your phone and you're just like unwinding.
Yeah.
Kit Kat, very relaxing. They take your phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
I gotta ask you, do you like currywurst?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like it's a ridiculous amount of ketchup though? It's like a ketchup soup.
Yeah.
It's like insane.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I like ketchup, but it's wrong.
But it's
You can't. You guys. German. You guys have good sausages. Okay, don't like hide the flavor with 10 kilos of ketchup. This is what they do. They do one sausage, a liter of ketchup, and a little bit of curry on top. And I'm like, look, just half a liter of ketchup. They'll do like an entire. You know what I started doing because I ate it a couple of times because it's close to my work and it's really quick and cheap as well. So what I did is I got the currywurst, I got the fries next to it, and I would just remove the sausages and put them in the fries, and then you would see like a bowl of ketchup, like a little soup, of ketchup, and then in the fries, my sausages would have a reasonable amount of ketchup. Because again, it's ridiculous. Even if you like ketchup, it's sweet. It can be overwhelming. So I need to understand. Is this like a?
I think part of it is, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this, but I think the currywurst is like one of the cheapest types of meat. It's almost like the waste of a lot of other stuff. Maybe, I don't know. If you make the sausages, I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass here, but I think that's a main reason. Also, you want to dip it. And especially with the fries, you want to scoop the fries in there. Sometimes you also get a bread with the currywurst.
Yeah, but
and then you can dip it in the ketchup.
Trust me, I've experimented with all the methods of ketchup management for this sausage.
But I think you always go to the same place.
No. I've gone to the two Currywurst 31 or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And the Currywurst Express or something. The one that's
I like they sound hellish.
One is supposed to be the best in Berlin.
The 36.
30, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's better than the other one, but both of them like and again, like I got the bread and I tried to like dip the bread to kind of clean the sausage up. But even if you like manage it in the best way possible, you still get like half a liter of ketchup left over.
Okay, it's crazy. Like maybe I gotta check it out because the ones I got is very reasonable.
And again, it's like, yeah, no, it wasn't reasonable. Every single time. I like.
What time do you go there?
Just at, I don't know, lunch or dinner.
Okay, well then it's fair.
Bro, like don't just again. And even if the sausage was bad, you put some ketchup to hide the flavor. But when I was eating this, it tasted like ketchup with ketchup, and like even the fries. You couldn't taste the fries. You were like, oh, I know I'm chewing on fries right now, but all I can taste is ketchup.
Fair.
This is like pure sugar going through my veins right now. And I was like, look, I never thought I would tell this to Germans, but less spices on this one, German. Less the sauce. You're going too hard on the sauce on this one.
Overcompensating.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think you felt too insecure about your sausages and you were like, fuck it, the foreigners like it spicy. Let's just put ketchup.
Yeah. I don't know. No,
Yeah.
I had good amounts.
I don't know. I'm triggered. That was it. That was my Currywurst rant. The mythical. This is gonna be on the newspapers tomorrow. The mythical Currywurst rant. Bruno disrespecting German culture.
This is no more permanent residency here.
Also, I mean, I think everyone's heard this, but there's no curry in the Currywurst. They just put like half a teaspoon.
A
of curry.
sprinkle.
A sprinkle.
You know what? It's 1 pound of the back of the little box that they have it in.
Yeah, that's what they'll do. And again, when I heard Currywurst for the first time, I was like, oh, this is actually a great idea. Because imagine if you had like the curry sauce from like an Indian restaurant, like a proper curry sauce.
And then one of these like spicy like sausages.
And really good. Oh, that would be amazing. But no, they were like, we found great branding. Now we can shortcut on the product. Ketchup and powder.
Honestly, that could be like an idea to actually make a real currywurst.
Oh, that would sell out in a minute.
Real curry, a really good sausage.
That would be amazing.
The Currywurst mafia though will probably stab you.
Oh, dude.
You're gonna be in the next sausage.
Some East Berlin bald dude.
You're gonna be in the ketchup.
I will be the ketchup.
Yeah. All right. You got more?
Dude, if they take all my blood, it'll be enough ketchup for one curry. Okay, that's it.
Guys,
this has been Almost Good People.
Almost Good People. Another episode in the bank. We'll see you soon. Roll the outro. Good day.